particularly on defense. Jaguars really struggled.
All right, welcome, Buffs fans. This is an impromptu live. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to try to get through this live without any technical issues. But we are at draft day. We've already gone past the first draft pick, which was obviously Cam Ward, which I think everybody knew that's what we were going to get, right? Now, it looks like Cleveland has traded down to Jacksonville, and Jacksonville's – I'm trying to follow on like 6 different platforms, guys. But the Jaguars obviously moved up for someone. Who did they move up for? They move up for Travis Hunter? Obviously, I think they moved up for Travis Hunter. Man, what an exciting day. I didn't want Travis or Shedeur to go to Cleveland. But if I had to pick a second team I wouldn't want him to go to, it would be Jacksonville. So, whatever. Good for them. Hopefully it's Travis, and Travis can get out there and help Jacksonville. And, really the only thing that would get me to watch Jacksonville is to have Shedeur or Travis go there. So good for them, good for me, good for everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I am checking in on you guys and seeing where we're at. Is anybody else watching this is the question. Is anybody else watching the draft? Let's see, what did the Browns receive? The Browns received. What we got here?
We don't know who they're going to pick, but I think if you're going to make this move, you'd probably go for a guy.
Yeah, the Browns received the 2025 5th overall pick, the 2025 second and fourth round picks, and the 2026. I didn't see what that last one was, but holy mackerel, look how many people are at the draft today. Good gracious. Hey, T95 Sports, thanks for joining. There's like 7,000 live streams today, so I appreciate you coming here for this. T95, are you watching on ABC or ESPN or NFL Network? Throw that out to me. I'm watching on ABC. And it looks like Goodell is coming out for the Jacksonville pick. Travis Hunter. He's going to say Travis Hunter. Come on. All right, we got to pause here. We're going to be recognizing some people here for just a minute. But what can Jacksonville do? I don't even know who Jacksonville's quarterback is going to be this year. Who is Jacksonville's quarterback going to be this year? Let me see if I can pull it up.
Tonight, we are proudly joined by the 2024 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year.
Jacksonville's quarterback. Oh, geez, I knew that. Good gravy. How did I not know it was Trevor Lawrence? Now, that said, I have Trevor Lawrence. This is actually kind of funny. Oh, you're on Max? I didn't even know they were showing it on Max. I could have watched it on Max. But I had Trevor Lawrence on my fantasy team. It was either this year or last year. I think it was this year. I think he was my backup quarterback this year. So, of course, I know that he's there. But I would love to have Travis Hunter catch passes from Trevor Lawrence. That sounds like a great deal. So why am I in my kitchen right now? Because I wanted to watch the draft, and I have to make dinner. So we're having wings and home-cut fries tonight and watching the draft. And that is what we're doing here from the Alpine Garage kitchen. Here we go. Travis Hunter. Jags are picking. Yes! Look at the Jags. They're so happy. Oh, my gosh. And I think the coolest thing about this pick is that we were watching Travis earlier on a – let me get some light in here. We were watching Travis earlier on I think it was ESPN. He was talking about fishing in Cleveland and that he had looked up Lake Erie. And obviously Lake Erie has good fishing, but not like what he likes to fish for bass, right? So he gets to go to Jacksonville, which obviously has some of the world's best bass fishing right in his backyard there. Plus, holy mackerel. What a great day for him. Oh, that's great. And he wanted to go to the draft and he wanted to soak up the experience. He's got the big pink blazer on. Hey, I didn't even realize it. That's the Alpine Garage Sports blazer that he's wearing. He didn't even tell me he was doing that, guys. It's a total surprise. Total surprise. Oh, that's great. I wonder how fast they put that jersey together because Jacksonville just made that trade like 15 minutes ago, I think. That is amazing. He is going to be able to pull off, I think, the offense defense that he wanted to. He wants to play both ways. But I think he's also going to be able to pull off now professional bass angler with either Major League Fishing, which is the MLF, or do the Elite Series. And I'm going to push and see if I can't help with that. Not that I have that many inroads in fishing, but I have a lot of inroads in fishing. So let's see what I can do. Maybe that's so freaking cool. I had no idea that this was happening. No idea. I don't think any of us did. Jacksonville taking Travis. There's Travis's dad.
Going to Jacksonville, what does this moment mean to you and for all you sacrificed?
This means so much to us just as a whole, as a family, because we get to go back to our roots, which is Florida. And I'm going to have to say this. Duval in the house.
What a great family.
I know you are. Enjoy this.
So what does that put Cleveland at now then? Does that put Cleveland at, what was Jacksonville picking at? Was Jacksonville picking at 5? You got to look that up. Was Jacksonville picking at 5? I don't know. Let's see. Draft order. Okay, here we go. We got it live now. All right, so number 2, Travis Hunter went to. So Cam Ward, number 1, went to Nashville. And Travis Hunter went number 2 to Jacksonville because Jacksonville moved up. So that puts the Browns at 5. So next pick is New York. Who is New York taking, guys? Throw it up in the chat. Is New York taking? Are they taking? Are they taking Shador here? Because that's been a long running thing. Although now I guess the latest intel that people are saying is that they're going to try to trade later and or trade up from the second round to the first round to grab Shador or Jackson Dart because they're big Jackson Dart fans. But that they're going to take an edge in this one, which we all know who that is. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. See, did you notice it? Did you see Travis's jacket? No, it's not just pink. What does that look like to you?
So he's already gone? Where did he go?
Number 2, he went to Jacksonville Jaguars. They moved up to get him. So he's got a really good quarterback that's going to throw to him, which is going to basically set his career on fire. I was hoping he would get a good quarterback. Going to Cleveland, man, that made me sick. All right, here we go. New York Giants. Oh, yeah, they took Abdul Carter. Oh, my gosh. I totally thought they were going to say Shedeur Sanders. Oh, my gosh.
No, because he's not that great.
Hey! They picked Abdul Carter. They picked Abdul Carter. What a great freaking pick, man. It was either Abdul Carter or Shedeur Sanders or it was Jackson Dart. But you can't pass up Abdul Carter. I mean, who's going to pass him up right now? Everybody knew the 1-2-3, and the 1-2-3 is exactly what it was supposed to be. This guy is an amazing guy.
What was he doing with his feet?
Man, that's his Alpine Garage sports jacket.
Oh, he got it.
Yeah. I called Travis to say, hey, Travis, everybody's going to be in either black or navy blue. You need to be in Alpine pink. And he's like, dude, I got you. Can you imagine? What a great guy. What a great guy. The legacy of 11. So many good edges and linebackers that have come out of Penn State. And all of them have made a big splash in the NFL, and this guy is not going to be any different. I'm looking to see. I love the edge. Micah Parsons is my guy, and he is the second coming of Micah Parsons, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, it gives me a reason. I'm a Cowboys fan. It gives me a reason to pull for the Giants when they're not playing the Cowboys, and they're not in conference. I guess I should say. Golly, he's such a beast. Look how fast this guy's up the edge.
What number are we on?
This is number 3. Hey, guys, I'm going to step away from the mic for just a second. I got to grab something to get these wings going. All right. So now we have, who do we have up next? We have, let's see if they updated it. All right, so we have the Patriots next. So who are the Patriots going to take? Yeah. Who are the Patriots going to take? All right, hang on one second, guys. I'm going to try not to start a fire here.
Was he happy about going to?
Yeah, you know, that's a good question. Was Travis happy about going to Jacksonville? I think Travis was happy going to whoever wanted him the most because that's who he is. He wants to be wanted. He wants to be loved, and he is by the fan base of any team that took him. And Jacksonville are the lucky ones. So we are going to hang out tonight. Hopefully, we're going to hang out tonight until Shedeur comes on, and we'll see at that point where he goes. He is going to go tonight, I think. They're talking about now how Shedeur, there's a distinct possibility that Shedeur's not going to go until someone said the first. Hang on one second, guys. Hang on one second. I'm going to mute you. That Shedeur was going to go in the second round. First pick to Cleveland, which is crazy that he would go in the second round. I don't think that's true. Someone's going to grab him. Everybody's posturing right now, but when it comes right down to it, no one wants to be the team that lets a quarterback go of the talent and, quite honestly, the pull that Shedeur is going to have in that market. Go to a market. If Shedeur goes to a market, like I thought if he went to New York is already a huge market. You know, they're a huge media market. And the successes are exploding, or I should say the successes are exacerbated, and The losses or the negatives are absolutely set on fire. When you go to a small market like Nashville's a small market, and I mean you have a lot of small markets out there. If Shador goes to a small market team, he is going to double the revenue of that team and double the market value of that team. All right. So Mandy said something about Bo Jackson. I don't know what she means by that, but Bo knows. Do you have your phone? Let's do this. Come on, I need you. Sorry, I'm hyping up the team around here, guys. Travis to Jacksonville. He is going to get a super ranch out there in Jacksonville. Probably, golly, man, he's going to be fishing. He's going to be fishing in the ocean. He's going to be fishing. They have some great lakes up there near the Jacksonville area. Huge bass. He's probably going to have a private ranch with peacock bass on it. So, and if you don't know what peacock bass are, look it up, man. They're monster bass from South America. And he's going to have them on his ranch. I can feel that now. Nothing?
No, hold on. My phone's taking forever to.
Okay, I got you. So great on him. So next is the Patriots. Now the Patriots were thought to, if Travis had fallen to the Patriots, that the Patriots were going to take him because they need a wide receiver. But can I see that real quick? Can I see it real quick? But who are they going to take? Are they going to take Tedrow McMillan? Are they going to take another wide receiver like a Golden? Or are they going to take Ashton Genty? Like, I don't know why. They don't need a quarterback. So I don't think they're going to take Shador. I don't think they're going to take Jackson Dart. They could take Mason. I mean, who wouldn't take Mason?
I was talking about draft.
Wow. So they already have the hype out. They have Travis in the Panthers jersey, which obviously has got to be AI or something. I mean, that's crazy that they would already have that out. There's Mike Vrabel. Here we go. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. All right. So they're taking an offensive lineman. They're taking an offensive lineman. Who are they taking? Yeah. That'd be cool if we could be inside everybody's draft room. Let me see if I can hack into everybody's draft room. We got to get Shador in here at some point. All right, here comes Goodell. Here we go. Will Campbell. Of course he's going to take Will Campbell. So offensive tackle. They want to protect Drake. He's got the green. He's got the green suit with the white pinstripes on. I know, it looks good. It looks real good. It's always awesome to see an offensive lineman get picked in the top 5. I mean, that's how good these guys
Kind
are.
of looks like Willy Wonka, but
I don't know, man. He's a rich boy now. He is rich. He is rich. So far we have a quarterback, we have a wide receiver / cornerback, we have an edge, and an offensive tackle, all taken in the first 4. So they're spreading it around. And Cleveland is up next. So Cleveland was one of the teams that was talking about taking Shador. So did Cleveland move down because they knew that no one was going to take Shador? So they got the extra draft picks in 2025 and 2026, and they're still going to get Shador. Is that what's going to happen? Because Travis is already off the board. Mason is still on the board. Abdul is off the board. Nobody in their right mind thought that they were going to get Cam.
Where did Cam go?
Cam went to Nashville. Oh, I think that would be a great place to go. If I was a player, Nashville's a small market. Like you are going to be the king of the city in Nashville. And Cam is now the king of the city. Not to mention that it's a beautiful area, and I think Tennessee's a great state. You can be anywhere you want to be outside of the West, and I'm a West guy, but still, if I was a player and Nashville drafted me, I think I'd be happy. Jacksonville, I don't know. I'm going to keep my personal feelings out of this, but for Travis, I think this is a great pick for him. He's going to be in a warm weather environment. He's going to be able to fish saltwater, and he's going to be able to fish freshwater. Some of the best saltwater and freshwater fishing in America is right around him right now. And he's going to have an awesome quarterback, and I think the tandem is going to be wicked. I need to make sure that I get that on my in my draft league this year. My fantasy league this year. I got to draft Travis. That's going to be a scrum. Man, I should have tanked last year so I can pick first for Travis. Someone's going to get him, man. I don't like this at all. Someone in my league is going to say what?
They're going to get him because they know you want him.
I know they're going to get him, and they're going to want to trade me for I've got a great team. I did really well last year in fantasy. He is so good. Look at how good he is. Look at how he has his way with defensive linemen.
Did you see Shador there?
So what?
Did you see Shador?
He's not at the draft. Shador is watching the draft and participating in the draft from his dad's estate. No, not from Boulder. They're in Dallas. They're in Dallas. I was watching Bucky's video this morning, and they've got big white wedding tents on the property and everything. So there's obviously a lot of people that are going to be there for this event. It looks like a big to-do. Like, I would love to be there. I would have loved to have been there. That would have been awesome.
Well, you were going to, but you had to be careful.
It is what it is. I had to tell Coach that I had to make wings tonight. So I couldn't come down to the ranch. So it is what it is. Mike Vrabel got his awesome offensive tackle.
Come on, dude. Say ass.
Yeah, Trevor and Travis, man. Trevor and Travis, the two T's, TNT. Oh, TNT. All right, I coined that term here, guys. I want you guys to hear this. For the Jacksonville fans, we're going to call this TNT. Here we go, Cleveland. Oh, my God. They took Mason Graham, who is alternately as good on the defensive side as that last pick. Wow. The draft is kind of it's going exactly like the prognosticators had said at this point, other than a trade up. But they knew they wanted Mason Graham.
I like his singing.
Which one is it?
Right there.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. I don't know. It looks like something you get at party time, but that's okay.
Hey, I'm all about party time.
There you are.
Party time.
Wow, what a great deal. All right, who oh, Greg's in here. Cam is basically Steve McNair 2.0. Yeah, I agree. I think that Cam is going to be great. And I think Shador is going to be great. I think the top 3 quarterbacks in this draft are going to be great. But because I'm a Colorado guy, I'm going to say that I got to pull Shador out of this conversation because I want Shador to be the best ever in the NFL. But if I had to choose between Cam, take Shador out of it. If I had to choose between Cam and Jackson Dart, I would take Jackson Dart all day long. All day. Jackson Dart all day long if I couldn't get Shador. If I could get Shador, I'd take Shador. But other than that, so not hating on Cam at all, but I think that Jackson Dart, I just, for whatever reason, that guy is just, the way he plays is so physical. And I think it's going to be basically this draft's Bo Nix is what I think. It's going to be this year's Bo Nix is what you're going to see next year. I think he's going to make an instant impact. Great location. Should have been Shador, says educator unpleasant. Who Dat Nation is here. That's correct. That is correct, guys. Wow, Mason Graham. I did not. I don't know that anybody picked Mason Graham to go to Cleveland, did they? I didn't see that. I think probably because good grief, because Jacksonville came in and took care of business. So that was the first 5. Who is next on the board? I think. Let me get back to this real quick. Let's see. Come on. Oh, the Raiders are next. Oh, the Raiders. The Raiders are next. Oh, are they going to take Ashton Genty? Are the Raiders going to take Ashton Genty? I want Ashton Genty to fall to either the Broncos or the Cowboys, but I'm 100% sure that is not going to happen because I am fairly certain that they're going to take Ashton Genty with this next pick. Who would you pick over Ashton Genty right now? Would you pick Tedrow McMillan over Ashton Genty right now? I don't think so.
It's been a dream of his whole life, and he finally made it. So we're so proud of him.
Man, I love watching the parents.
Greg's one.
All the work he's put in.
I love watching the parents. The parents are so
And a lot of credit
awesome.
to both of you.
Would you
Man,
pick?
oh, jeez. I think I'd have passed out, man. Being the father of an NFL player who just realized his dream and going in the first round, I don't know that I can handle that. That would be way too much for me at this point.
For those of you who might not follow all of the maneuvering, Pete Carroll, now the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders.
So why are the Raiders taking so long? Are they taking trade requests right now?
Yes, you pancake.
Because I'm telling you what, you pancake eating something. Oh no, they're not. They're picking now. Ashton Genty. Yes, Ashton Genty. Yes. I'm not a Raiders fan because I'm a Broncos fan. But if he's not going to go to the Broncos, I want him to go to a team that wow.
Came out of TCU. And Genty is really
That's what I'm talking about. Aquaman.
You know what's funny is Ashton Genty when he plays like he's 6'8", 300 pounds, and then you see him in the green room back there. He's only 5'8", guys. 5'8", like 220, 210, 215 pounds. And he's against these guys that are 6'5", 6'8", and he looks tiny. But look at this guy, Mandy. But he plays about twice the size that he is.
Mhm.
I'm really, really, really excited about seeing what he can do in the
Very
NFL.
excited.
His stiff arm is deadly. Look at him go. That's awesome, man. I love to see these guys go into teams like that I'll actually physically watch. Where does Cam Scattaboo go? Man, Greg, I don't think Cam Scattaboo is going to go in the first round. So at that point, once you get past, as far as I'm concerned with me anyway, once you get past the first round, it makes it almost impossible to figure out where he's going to go. But where I'd like to see him go, I'd say I'd like to see him go to the Cowboys. I think he fits with the Cowboys. But
I think Cowboys would take Shooter.
no. Well, would the Cowboys take Shador? I don't know. I mean, they just paid a huge amount of money for their quarterback last year. So I don't know if they would pay again for another quarterback. But I think they're going to take a – who's that running back from North Carolina, guys? Somebody throw that up there. Yes, Brian, the draft did start. And just for Brian, because I respect you so much, you've been around this entire time, I'm going to give you the draft order real quick because I know it says you said you were in class. It went Cam Ward, obviously Cam Ward to Nashville. Travis Hunter went to Jacksonville because Jacksonville moved up. Abdul Carter went to New York. Will Campbell went to the Patriots, and then Mason Graham went to the Browns, and Ashton Jeanty went to the Raiders. So a little flip-flop, but everybody's still kind of in the order that we thought they would be in at this point. Golly, man. What happened in my mind now? Omarion Hampton. Thank you very much, Greg. Omarion Hampton. I know, Brian. Jacksonville, it's funny, right? Because I'm not a Jacksonville fan. In fact, Jacksonville, I sometimes forget they have a football team. But at this point, for Travis, it's like fishing central, man. So, I thought if he went to Cleveland, he's going to be fishing Lake Erie, which is like a cesspool, right? So, but now he gets some of the best offshore ocean fishing and onshore big bass fishing, like Florida strain bass fishing. Dude, I think it's amazing for him. I'm happy for him. I hate Jacksonville. I love Trevor Lawrence, actually. And having the two of them on that team, I may be a new Jacksonville fan. But yeah, Omarion Hampton is who we are doing. What?
Is that your camera, the white one?
Yeah, why, what's up?
I just want to say I'm very excited about the draft. Not, just saying,
Yeah.
very excited for Travis.
Good grief. I can tell you right now, there is no bigger Travis fan than that girl right there. Now, if this gets a little loud, guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to be cooking some. Hang on. All right, I'm going to be cooking some fries and stuff. So let me know if this gets too loud. But I got to start cooking dinner or we will never eat. But we got fresh cut fries here. Been soaking for about 2 hours to get all the starch out of it. Ooh, is that too hot? I don't know. All right. Sorry if this is a bit loud, guys. I'll move it. Is it that loud?
Wait. No,
Are you sure?
it's still late.
Okay. All right. We're gonna get this thing rolling here. I gotta cook, guys. Sorry. I'll be louder than the fry. I'm doing some wings also, so wings and fries tonight. For those of you who oh hey, Peter is in. So James Bond himself is in the chat. Watching Brian C says he's watching the NFL YouTube site. But so now begs the question, guys. Now begs the question. Sorry, I'm gonna put some more fries in here. Now begs the question is where Shedeur going to go? And do you believe what everybody's saying about Shedeur going in the second round, first pick to Cleveland, which is kind of the big consensus now that people are talking about? I mean, so far, the draft has gone exactly like everybody thinks. So the Jets are on the board right now. So they need a right tackle, a wide receiver. The Jets need tight end and edge. So the fact that they need a tight end makes me think that they're going to take Warren. You guys, who do you guys think that they're going to take? Oh, thanks, Peter. Split screen with little tiny Alpine Garage. Tiny little Alpine Garage who's too busy cooking fries to really pay attention to too much. And ESPN. And can I tell people your background, Peter? I don't think I can. I think at one point you told me no. So, but James Bond has been with our channel since the inception. So thank you very much, Peter. I think the Jets are going to take Warren.
Hey, you said yes.
Hang on.
Hi.
Oh, Armand Membu. So they took an offensive tackle to the Jets. So out of the teams that I dislike, it would be Cleveland is my number one dislike team. Jacksonville is probably my number two. But now that's changed.
No.
And Jets are my number three least liked team. And they took Armand Membu, which is, dang it. I wanted him to go to another team. But he's from Lee Summit, Missouri, which I know well. All right, so I'm not going to out you, Peter, man. I'm not going to. But Peter, professional basketball player, and has been I'm going to say a consultant for my channel since the beginning. So I respect his input greatly, and thank you for being part of the channel, Peter. I appreciate that very much. But what I want to ask you, Peter, is what do you think about Travis to Jacksonville? Because I know you're a Travis fan, you're a CU fan. What do you think about Travis to Jacksonville? Obviously, he's going to have Trevor Lawrence thrown to him. So I think that says a lot about what Travis has the capacity to do there. I wanted him to have a good quarterback, and that's why I didn't want him to go to Cleveland. I apologize, guys. I got to do some prep here for the food. But yeah, gosh, he's just such a great player. Like, I would not want to go up against this guy. Look at that. Look at that. Just driving through the guy. Pancakes him at the end. Players are always looking up after he pancakes him and looking for a penalty. He's just doing his job. That's all he's doing. Hey, Stephanie's in. Stephanie says, I'm a Florida girl and my family is there, so I'm excited. Good for you, Stephanie. So I'm assuming that you're going to go to at least one of Travis's games next year. So that's pretty cool. Are you going to fly to Jacksonville, Florida?
To go see him play? Absolutely. It'd be fun.
Maybe I can set up. I know some Florida anglers, professional anglers, that are out of Florida. I wonder if I could set that up. Get them up there during season and have a day on the lake with Travis and.
I can't believe I missed it. When I picked him.
Oh, you weren't in the room?
I
Oh.
had to go take
Yeah,
your
man,
daughter
I don't
to
know what to tell you. The draft started at 6. If you missed it, you missed it.
Taking care of your daughter.
Like we knew this was going to be a thing. So who else has got something to say here? Peter says, hard to tell. We have to wait and see. You probably have more insight than me. I think that, so Jacksonville, I don't know, man. I really like Trevor Lawrence, and I'm not, a big Clemson fan or anything at all. I don't dislike Clemson. And I really liked watching him play. But having Travis, like I said before, I think I've said this too many times today, but having Travis go to a team that has a quarterback that I respect and that I think can help him achieve the level that he wants, I think is amazing. And not to speak of the defensive side of the ball. It'll be interesting to see what they do on the defensive side of the ball with Travis, but I can see him being a key fixture for Trevor Lawrence. Do we have deer in the backyard again? Dogs are going freaking out because I think there's deer in the backyard again. So who's on the board next? Oops, sorry. Who is on the board next? Oh, you know who's coming up, guys? We're on the 8th pick, and then the 9th pick are the Saints, which is what everybody originally Shador was supposed to go to Cleveland or New York. I was praying for New York if that was the case. Then people started to say, no, he's going to fall to the Saints, right? And then now they're saying he's going to fall past the Saints and possibly go to Pittsburgh. And then if Pittsburgh doesn't pick him up, there's a possibility that someone's going to trade into the late first round to pick him up. Who knows who that's going to be, right? And if that doesn't happen, then he's going to fall to Cleveland, who has the first pick of the second round, who could take their trades that they took to move down in the first round to move up from the second round to the first round and grab Shador to go to Cleveland. All right, so I'm actually going to frame that pick right now. So the reason why they went down to pick Mason Graham is because they knew they could. They wanted Mason Graham. They knew Mason Graham was going to go in the top 5, and he did to them, right? Then they used those trades that they got from Jacksonville, and they're going to use that to move back up into the first round, 23 to 25, and take Shador. All right, Carolina Panthers. That's hilarious. Oh, the Carolina Panthers fans are like, what the? Who is Tedrola McMillan? Wow. Did you see him? They're like, what?
What? Huh?
Ted who? What the heck? Is this guy a safety? They don't know who he is. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too hard on Tedrola. I think that I think that's too high a pick. I would have taken Golden. I would have taken the opposite. I would have taken the speedster slot guy in Golden over Tedrola McMillan, but that's just me. That's why I'm not the GM for an NFL team. All right, what have you guys got to say here?
No.
All right, we got Stephanie says, yeah, I thought he was going to the Saints because of Tom. That's true. Stephanie Dasher says, yeah, I think 21 Stellars. Greg says, okay, Panthers with the first big surprise. Yeah, I would call that a surprise too. Kev Barr is in here too, guys. Shiloh and Shador are going to get drafted as a package for Mike Tomlin and the Steelers. That's why okay. I like that, Kev. I actually really like that. That would be cool if both of them went to the same team. Hey guys, let me know if this food is too loud for you. I don't know what I'm going to do about it, but at least let me know. But if you guys, this actually maybe I don't even know why. It just came to me. But I've been filming episodes of a show called Alpine Eats, right? So you got Alpine Garage, where I restore vehicles. You have Alpine Garage Sports, which you guys all know me from. And now I'm starting one called Alpine Eats, where I've been filming kind of like, I love to cook, so Colorado cuisine, essentially, or takes on Colorado cuisine. And I've been filming it, but I've been afraid to release it. I've already started the channel. If you look up Alpine Eats, there's like nothing on it, but it's there. So these fries are my family's favorite food that I make, and there's like a special way that I make it. And I changed it up just a little bit this time because I change it up every time, but they love the fries. But anyway, so I'll throw that on the channel later. But when you're talking about, Kev Barr said the Saints are going to get, or sorry, not Saints, the Steelers are going to get a combo package. My question was, is Shiloh going to get drafted? And if Shiloh gets drafted, what team is he going to go to? So I'm not sold on the fact that Shiloh is going to get drafted in it. And honestly, it isn't because of Shiloh, of what I think of Shiloh, because I think Shiloh is a good safety. I think that he should get drafted. But with the draft not being about who's the best player in a lot of cases, but who they can get when, I think that at some point, if Shiloh doesn't get drafted, I think he'll definitely go to the Steelers. And I agree with you, Kev. So I'm going to say that. So, Kev, if you think that he's going to get drafted by the Steelers, then let me know. Peter says T-Mac to the Panthers. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not a Tedrow fan. I think he's a good receiver. But I honestly feel like there's probably better. I know this is weird. I think there's better picks at that level. Late first round, early second round is kind of what I'm looking at. Peter says Sanders with a high IQ will have more success going lower to a better team. So Peter brought up something that Coach actually brought up too, which is, it's always cool to go in the higher end of the first round. But at the end of the day, what is really going to make you your six-figure paycheck, your $200 million, $300 million, $400 million quarterback paycheck is going to be getting out there and in your first 4 years in your rookie contract, just going out there and lighting it up. And to do that, you got to be on a team that can support that and do it quickly. And so him falling a little bit, I say falling is something that everybody uses, right? But I should say going to a team that better supports the kind of quarterback that he is for instant success is going to net him a way bigger paycheck. And I am 100% bought into him going wherever he goes, Steelers or whatever, for 4 years, and then Cowboys picking him up for a $350 million paycheck, and him being the face of the Cowboys, going home and having Coach Prime there on the sidelines every single day. I'm looking forward to that. 4 years, I'm going to handle 4 years. Here we go. Saints. Oh, man, they took Kelvin Banks Jr. The offensive tackles are just going crazy.
Oh, but poor child. Good grief.
Wow. Oh, Oh, he's from Humboldt, Texas. I didn't know that. Yeah. So we lived in Houston for a while. We know where Humboldt is. Man, I tell you, the offensive tackles are going off. They're going off. Stephanie Dasher says, nope, sounds great. Unless he goes to the, Peter, unless he goes to the Browns. I don't know. If he goes to the Browns, that's where football players go to have their careers die. But 4 years, that'll make him cheaper for the Cowboys as far as I'm concerned. But I don't think that he's going to fall to the second round. I really don't think he's going to fall to the second round. I think he's going to be. I think that you were right to begin with. I think actually it wasn't you. I'm sorry, Kev. Kev thinks he's going to the Steelers, and I'm not a Steelers fan because I'm a Cowboys fan. So, but it's not like I'm not a Steelers fan, like I'm not a Cleveland fan. I'm not a Cleveland fan because Cleveland just sucks. I think the Steelers are great. I think Mike Tomlin is great. I think the organization is great. I love the competitiveness that team provides every single year. But because of my Cowboys lineage, let me grab the salt. Because of my Cowboys lineage, I feel like I need to be proper and say that I'm not a big Steelers fan. Sorry, guys. The poppin's going to be big at first, but it'll go away. Right there. Awesome. All right, who is next? What else have you guys got to say? Peter says. So Peter, when you're going to come to Boulder, I know you are. When you come to Boulder, I will make you some Rocky Mountain oysters, and they're going to be good. You're going to love them. Coach Pollock hated them. But he only hated them because Coach Hart told him to hate them. Dude, are you in there? All right, hang on a second. Oh, wow. Couldn't be any further back. Sorry. So on the fries, we got a little Slap Yo Mama Spicy. If you haven't tried that, you don't get anything better than that. Put a little Slap Yo Mama on it and a little Lori seasoning salt. You give those things a toss. Oh, yeah. That's amazing.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, so anyway, we bought Rocky Mountain oysters for Hart and Pollock to try. I took them down there, delivered them to Pollock. Pollock tried them, but Hart wouldn't try them.
I still love you, Hart.
Yeah, I know. We love you, Coach Hart. But you got to step up into Colorado cuisine, man. You can't just live your life safe with the food that you're eating. But yeah, if you don't know what Rocky Mountain oysters are, basically it's bull testicles that are sliced and then deep fried. And I know it sounds gross, but they're actually really good.
It's not gross.
They're really good. Stephanie says, what about the other CU players or any other first-round picks? No, there won't be any other first-round picks, unfortunately, unless a miracle happens. We are expecting there to be 4 to 5 players taken in the draft total, but there could be more. You never
What
know
about Charlie?
what's going to happen. Charlie's playing this year, dude. Charlie's not going to draft.
No.
Here we go. Hang on.
He's not going to draft.
Oh, that's right. Steve McMichael passed. Longtime Bear. professional wrestler. Sad. I'm glad they took some time to memorialize him on the broadcast. But Stephanie, yes. So we're expecting 4 to 5 players to get drafted, and it could be more than that. How much? 10 players? Okay. I think I was giving a hint here. Peter says, cook those Colorado oysters. You trying to convince us they're good. I'm telling you, man, when I say good, I don't mean that they taste like a cupcake or something. They taste like something that's fried, but they don't taste like what you think they taste like. I'll put it that way. It's all about the second contract, says Peter. That's correct. I agree with that. That tackle from Texas is about the real deal. As an OU fan, I'm glad to see him leave the Longhorns. That's right. Peter says Shadur's second contract to the Cowboys would be epic. That's what we're going for, is the second contract. And you know Coach Prime is going to have 4 years to talk the Cowboys into it. By that time, Dak's contract is going to be history. I love you, Dak, but you can't last forever. Oh, man, that slap your mama on this?
I'm gonna slap you.
It's sick. Look at the elk on the wall. So the Colston Loveland camp. Did they just take Colston Loveland? Did I miss the Bears pick? Oh, they did. They took a tight end in the first round. Why would you take Colston Loveland over Warren? Somebody put that in the chat. Warren is a way better tight end.
Keep reading.
Peter says on another subject, that fall on the tailbone that Jimmy Butler suffered happened to me. Oh, I bet. Because of some small ass guard trying to jump with me. Anyway, back to the program. That's hilarious, Peter. Hey, David Johnson, thank you very much for the super chat. I don't get very many super chats on this channel, so that's amazing. Thank you so much. Just got home. What happened to Travis and Shadur? So nothing happened to Travis yet. Sorry, nothing happened to Shadur yet. But he was projected to go 9, and that didn't happen. So now we're thinking he's projected to go 21 unless something gets screwed up with the order, to the Steelers. So, and Travis got taken by Jacksonville, number 2 pick. So he's going to Florida, and he's going to fish a ton in Florida. Thank you very much, David. I appreciate that super chat. Thanks. Thank you very much. Peter says, I'll only try the oysters if I'm with you. At some point, I'm coming with my wife to visit you guys. You need to come out, and we'll go. I don't think you've ever been to Colorado. I think you told me that at one point. But if you haven't, we'll take you to some of the great sites, or maybe even we'll take you wheeling up to a 14,000-foot peak, so you guys can get some of the thinnest air in America up there. But yeah, this whole thing is, or this whole state is just amazing. Greg Bunch says Travis number 2 overall to Jacksonville. Yeah, so also Peter or Greg. So Greg, Greg's one of my closest friends in the world in the chat there. And also spent a significant time in Colorado. Peter has, I don't think Peter's been to Colorado, but give him a little note in the comments about what he's going to be able to see when he comes out here. My wife is jaw jacking me. She wants to steal my fries. I might turn the camera around.
Good.
This is a family program. All right, we are on a commercial break right now. We're on a commercial break. Somebody throw up in the chat
Here's your commercial break.
who is going to go to the next one. Oh, that's right. You were. Yes, that's right. You told me that. But when you played the Nuggets, did you actually have time to go do something, or were you just in and out with the team? So the next pick is San Francisco. San Francisco's got a quarterback. They've got a running back. I think they need someone on the offensive line. They need an offensive guard, probably. Man, there's so many offensive tackles that are taken, offensive guards that are taken.
Ooh, little Rick Ashley.
Yeah, I think one of the greatest redeeming things about visiting Colorado is that you don't even have to go into the mountains. You can actually stay on the Front Range, which is where we're at right now.
Okay. Slow
I
down.
don't know. Maybe I can turn the camera. Let me.
Slow down on your slap your mama.
Was that too hot?
Yeah, you keep adding.
The slap? No, I didn't add anything. I didn't add. It's the same.
Slap me.
It's the same, man. I got a couple of huskies all splayed out on my deck, so I don't think I'm going to turn the camera and show you the mountains. But I'm right up against the mountains here, and living the Colorado lifestyle with huskies and deer in the backyard, and woo! About started a fire there. That didn't look good. That was a bad look. Put a little oil on that burner. All right, so San Francisco. Who is going to San Francisco? Peter says, "I'm drinking brews with you." Here is a warning to you, Peter, that at altitude, alcohol has adverse effects if you're not acclimated. So just be careful. Be careful. I know you're a big guy and you can probably put them down, but altitude has a way of taking you down a notch when it comes to that, and that is unless you are a 100
pounds.
100-pound Coloradoan behind me that can put them down as well as I can.
Be nice, dude. Oh.
Yeah. So you stayed in Denver is what you're saying, Peter. Denver in itself is a good time, but you won't know Colorado if you just stay in the Denver area. That is for sure. All right, I'm going wings next.
About time.
All right, so now that we're picking for the 49ers, the pick is in. I'm going to turn my back for a second and get these wings on. Actually, I can't do that yet. But all right, here we go. It's an offensive lineman. Who did they pick? Yeah, they didn't pick. Here we go. Oh, Michael Williams, a defensive edge. Oh, that is wicked. That is wicked.
Oh, that's sweet.
I like him as well. I'm surprised he's not at the draft. Everybody knew he was going in the first round. Why is he at the draft? He wanted to be at home with his family, maybe.
So that's why Sugar's not there. He knew it was not the first round.
Would you please?
Come on, just a second.
Sorry.
I'm just here for Travis.
Hey, would you do me a favor and pull up the stream real quick? Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on one second, guys.
Press. Well, you know what that means.
Try it off. Good gravy.
You win, dude. You win, dude.
Oh, geez. It gets crazy in this household. It gets crazy in this household. Wow. Michael Williams going to the 49ers. I mean, they're already a threat every year. And now this is going to make them that much better. He looks so happy. San Francisco's a great market, too. So you're in California. You don't have to worry about cost of living when you're a first-round draft pick. The lineage there. Is it the Cowboys that are on the draft board now? Yeah. Cowboys are on the clock. All right, Omarion Hampton. Cowboys, Cowboys, Cowboys. Let's do this. Oh. We took Tyler Booker from Alabama. I mean, I get we need. He's a guard. He's a really good guard. He's a great guard. But man, like the movie Draft Day, you got to make a splash. When he takes him to the water park and says you got to make a splash. That's not a splash, guys. That is not a splash. Let me know in the comments, guys. What do you think of that? That is not a splash. Love to have him. Love to have him. But man, we gave up a running back for that. I know we have. I know there's lots of running backs, guys. Maybe. So Greg, here you go, man. You're gonna get Cam Scattaboo for the Cowboys. I know how much you love the Cowboys, Greg. You're gonna get Cam Scattaboo for the Cowboys now. Because Marion Hampton is gonna go in the first round. Cowboys don't have another first round pick unless they give up even more than they've already given up. I haven't seasoned them yet. I'm going to. Gotcha. Yeah, so
Whoa, dude.
so that to me is not what I wanted. But that's why I don't get paid the big bucks and
It's okay. It's all right.
Huskies and Thunder don't mix.
Where's the other one?
So if you guys have ever wondered what Huskies do in Thunder, they do not like it. 1 second, guys.
It's a big girl. What'd you, big girl?
Hey, Big D, what's up? All right. All right, here we go.
Where's the other one?
Sorry, guys, got to drop these in. It's going to be a little loud. All right, I'm back. Oh, it's already 7:30. I'm sorry. I'm starving the family because I'm watching too much football.
There you go. There you go.
Greg says most services had Tyler Booker in the second round. So I know I actually heard Tyler Booker was going to go in the first round. I never heard Tyler Booker going to the Cowboys though. But I mean that's a trend for this. That's a trend for this draft. We're just going to take offensive linemen for every single draft pick. But that leaves, now that we have, so Marion Hampton is still on the board. Where is he going to go? I really like him, actually. I think Genty's the number one running back everybody does. But honestly, if Dallas was going to get, you know what? Hampton could go to the Broncos. That's a lot of picks away. Man, that's a lot of picks away. I feel like he's going to be gone by the time we get to the Broncos. Somebody throw that up there. Do you think that it's possible that a Marion Hampton makes it to the 20th pick? Right now we're picking 13, so that's 7 picks that he's going to have to fall. I don't think that's going to happen. Ha! I got it. Snatched it.
Dogs are drinking beer. I just
Do you like it with the skins on?
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I left the skins on.
Oh, look at you. Venturing out. I like it.
You're crazy. So we're in a commercial break right now. Next up on the clock is Miami. And I'll be honest with you guys, I have absolutely no idea what Miami needs. I have no idea. I'm not a Miami fan. I like Miami. I mean, I don't follow them. It seems to me like they need an offensive tackle. That's what it seems like to me. Anybody who's a Miami fan, which probably isn't very many people, let me know in the comments what you think.
Oh, shoot.
What happened? Yeah, don't sit there. I said don't sit there. But I don't think that they're going to pick Shador, the Dolphins. So I put a let me see. I put something on Twitter asking. Twitter is so funny. So, I'm sorry. X, sorry. Yeah. So my question is, take who is the best quarterback out of it? The two remaining top picks for quarterback are Jackson Dart and Shador Sanders. Okay, so I think we as a group, because this is a Colorado channel, But we believe that Shador is a better quarterback. But my question is, who do you think will be taken first in the draft? That's the question. And my guess is Jackson Dart. So Kenneth Grant just went defensive tackle, just went to Michigan, or I'm sorry, just went to from Michigan, just went to the Dolphins. Again, a little bit of a surprise. I'll be honest. He is the kind of the he is the bookend to Mason Graham, as it were, and we knew he was going to go high in the draft, but I didn't know he was going to go in the first round in the top 15 picks. But after last year's defensive output by Michigan, it doesn't surprise me at all. And this guy's a stud. Some people actually believe that Grant is as good or better than Mason is. Yeah, they're showing some pretty good highlight reels here too. Guy's a stud. So I'm going to say that the theme of the draft so far is offensive line, specifically offensive tackles, and defensive lines, specifically defensive tackles and edges. We haven't had a single corner taken yet. We haven't had a single linebacker taken yet. We've had one receiver. We've had one running back. We've had one quarterback. So it's all been the trench. It's all been trenches. Okay, so Peter is asking, have I tried smoking wings? Yes, I have.
I like smoking. Thank you, Peter.
Mandy says, Peter, thank you.
Chris doesn't.
I hate smoked wings.
No taste.
And the only reason why is I'm used to eating them fried and crispy, and I like to have buffalo sauce on them. Speaking of which, do I have any?
I always supply you.
Oh, wow. So, Peter, red hot wing sauce. That's what I put on my wings. I'll drink this stuff. It's so good. Frank's in general is the best hot sauce you can get as far as I'm concerned. A little bit came out of the lid and I have to lick it. I don't think that sauce tastes good with smoked meat. It tastes good with fried meat, and that's just me. But yes, we do smoke them occasionally. In fact, sometimes we've even tried smoking them and then frying them. Whoa! Hold on a second. Oh, the Colts picked Tyler Warren. Wow, what a great pick for the Colts. So if I'm thinking to myself, Tyler Warren in an NFL team, and I'm a huge Tyler Warren fan. Obviously, you guys know I'm a tight end fan. I think the tight end is something we've been missing at Colorado for the longest time. I thought Harrison might be the next coming of our tight end, our great tight ends here in Colorado. But then as soon as we went to him, we went away from him. And then as soon as we went away from him, our season was killed, basically. And I'm going to continue to say that because I believe it. I think that the tight end is as important in football as any position, if not more important than most. And I think that Tyler Warren is the best tight end in football, even though he was taken as the second tight end in football in the draft this year. He's slow as hell, but you can't bring him down. And that's what you want. You want slow as hell, but you can't bring him down. And he fits with the Colts. Have you tried? Okay. Yes. So I'm not sure what you're asking there, Peter, but ribs are one of my favorite things to smoke. I love ribs, and every time I do them differently. And the next time I do them, I'm going to do them with a smoked green chili, kind of a marinade on it, because I want to see if I can make them a little bit more southwest and a little less southeast, I guess, is kind of what I'm thinking. So I'll give that a shot. My wife is looking at me like I don't know what I'm doing, which is very possible. But at the same time, I feel like I think that would be good. I think green chili on anything is good. If you guys haven't tried authentic green chili, you can get it at the grocery store anywhere in the country. Get authentic Hatch green chili, not the actual chilies, but the actual jar of green chili, where they roast them and then they puree them and put them in a jar. Try that with your food. It's not super spicy. It does have some spice to it, but it's not hot. But it adds a flavor that is in every dish that we make and almost every dish in Colorado. So Peter, I don't know what a party rib is, man. Explain to me what a party rib is. I know what ribs are, but I don't know what a party rib is. What is a party rib? Is it a small rib? 7 is a magic number. Where are we at on beer?
I don't know. You drink a lot today. I can tell. Well, you were off. I wasn't. Some of us have to work. Cutting and separating
Ooh, these things are looking
ribs
good.
before them season. Huh. I don't think I've ever
Cutting the ribs and seasoning, separating before seasoning. No,
No.
I don't think I ever have done that, have I?
No.
I will try that. I will look that up, Peter. You have my email address, Peter. Send me a recipe if you cook them. Send me a recipe so I can try it.
You do make an awesome. What'd you make last time? The carnitas.
Oh, carnitas. Oh.
Stay tuned for that recipe.
If you guys, yeah. So I filmed the last Alpine Eats that I filmed was carnitas, which is basically cut up pork, essentially is what it is, braised in Coke and
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, and it is amazing. Let me see how these things are looking. They're looking pretty good.
Fries?
Yeah, there's still more in here. Who is next? Let me see who is next. Thanks for hanging out with me. The handful of people that are around here, I appreciate it very much. The Atlanta Falcons are next. Blah. Not an Atlanta Falcons fan, but I will say this.
I'm gonna picture her.
That the Atlanta contingency that is watching this, Atlanta is my biggest market. Bigger market than any other market for my channel. So as much as I say that I'm not a big Atlanta Falcons fan, I want really good things for them because my people there in Atlanta want to have a good team again. And obviously Coach Prime's lineage there. They don't need a quarterback, so I don't think they're going to pick up Shador. When you do things like that, I don't know what that means.
Huh? What?
strong of tremendous fans, spirited fans here.
Greg says there's nothing better than good hatch green chili. I agree, Greg.
Make a green chili stew.
In fact, I'll show you what that looks like, Peter, in case you want to go pick it up.
No.
Now, it's better to get them fresh and actually grill them to char the skins off. And then at that point, you can cut them up and use them, or you can freeze them and use them for later. But if you have to pick it up, like that right there, that 505 green chili, that green chili right there is like pure hatch. And it is like wicked. It is wicked. Wicked, wicked, wicked. It's good stuff. Yeah. All right, I'm going to pull these strings out here. All right, need another plate. All right, we got an intimate group here, so I'm going to pull up my wings. Man, I wish they would pick Shador. I don't know where he's going to go now. Travis. Oh, man, I'm so excited for him. I can't wait to see the videos coming out of him in Jacksonville. They're probably already lining up guides. If they already haven't, they probably already have lined up guides to take him fishing so they can get him out there. All right, check those out, guys, right there. Whoo, man. That is some good stuff right there. We got wings and fries. You guys are up. So call Brian. Let's get this thing underway here.
I just did. She just asked.
Jalen Walker goes to Atlanta. So our first linebacker off the board, which makes sense for Atlanta. All right. Sorry, big girl, you can't have one of these.
She is stuck to like glue to you.
Yeah. Huskies love wings, I can tell you that right now. Get the rest of these out of here. That is cool. I was kind of hoping that we would see more differentiation of position in the first round. It looks like we will. Pretty good. Yeah, he's just a stud. He can play edge. He can play linebacker. Oh, is this where he sacks? Yeah, that's where he sacks Manning. And then puts it back down to the dirt. So he sacks him, and then he puts an exclamation point on it. That's my baby girl right there. So now who do we have on the board? Falcons are off. Cardinals are on. Cardinals are on the board. Who are the Cardinals taking? I think they're going to take. Holy mackerel! Watch out with the. Watch out with the camera. Camera is fragile. I was wondering if she even knew that she was on the camera or not.
Nope. She's not happy either.
All right, so Cardinals need a wide receiver, a defensive lineman, guard, or offensive tackle. I think they're going to take Matthew Golden. They're going to take Matthew Golden. Watch it right here, guys. I just said it. It's going to happen. We need someone for Kyler. Get Matthew Golden. The pick is in. Peter, the reason why you're flooding the stream, the reason why you're the only one in the stream is because you may be the only one watching. But I appreciate you very much, Peter. I did no advertising that I was going to be on. I just decided, you know what, if I'm going to hang out and watch football, I might as well do it with my friends. And you're a buddy of mine, so thank you. You and Greg and
Your wife.
and my wife, Kev, and Stephanie, and FPSD. I don't know who you are.
Well, thank you.
Lesson of the day, be humble. I agree. Come on, Cardinals, who are you picking? Matthew Golden. Do it. Who I think is the best receiver in the class. So they got a good Cardinals contingency there. What are they talking about? Tell me if this is too loud, guys. I can't hear them. So they're thinking that Barron, the Texas quarterback, is maybe going to come off the board here pretty quick. Who is it going to be? He's just chilling, man. Golly, look at how many people are there. That's a crazy stage. Next year, you think? Think I can get media credentials to go to the NFL draft next year? All right, here we go. Oh, wow. Walter Nolan, defensive tackle, another defensive tackle. Yeah, they should be excited about that. He's a great player. I can't hear what they're saying, but I think they're talking about him being the number one recruit. Yeah, number one overall recruit in 2022. Wow. That's a good pickup. I like that pickup. Defensive trench, offensive trench. Defensive trench, offensive trench. That's what's going on right now. The Shadur disrespect is making me mad. You know, Stephanie, I don't know that it's necessarily disrespect because only one quarterback has been taken. Everybody knew it was going to be Cam Ward. Just I don't think that anybody really needs a quarterback over other positions right now. And everybody's the way that drafts work like this is that everybody listens to the hype of what's happening with what people are going to take what players. And then they manage around that. So people are hearing that not a lot of quarterbacks are going to be taken in this draft. So they're pushing quarterbacks down the list a little bit to get some of the other players. And as you can tell, offensive, defensive trench is like top of the line right now. And then here in a little bit, we're going to see Shadur go off the board. We're going to see Jackson Dart go off the board, and really any other big name quarterback that anybody wants to take after that. After you get past those two, really at that point, I think it's just a coin flip. But you're going to see a lot more taken here. Greg says only one QB taken in the draft so far, and that was a number 1 pick. I know that's crazy, isn't it?
What do you want? Huh? Yeah, sure.
There's us. She really doesn't know.
Peter says that he could care less about the other drafts. The thing that makes me love this NFL draft is after watching NFL or watching college football, and I'm as big a college football fan as I am anything in my life, that you kind of get invested in players all over the country, and seeing where they go makes me watch pro more because I'm not a big pro fan. Like on Sundays, I will watch the Cowboys, I will watch the Broncos, and then I'll watch good matchups between two teams that are really good, or if they have a player that I'm really interested in. And a lot of that comes from the draft. So this year, I will watch Tennessee. I never watched Tennessee play. I will watch Tennessee to see how Cam Newton does compared to Shador with Tennessee this year. I will watch Cleveland because now they have. Let me see what's in here right now. I watch Cleveland because they probably are going to have one of the best defenses in the NFL. I'm just going to say it right now. If they can get some corners, and they already have good corners, but if they can get another corner, I think they're going to have one of the best defenses in the NFL. After this pick of Mason Graham. So that's the reason why I watch. Is just it invests me more in the NFL experience. Okay, it's not anywhere in the sphere. Not anywhere in the sphere. So hang on one second.
Right? There's your sauce.
FESD says a lot about the QBs coming out of college these days. The trust is dropping. It could be that. It also just could be every year there's depending on the position, there's just a strong position draft with certain positions. This year, obviously, the wide receiver draft is sucks. The running back, I thought we're going to have more running backs go in the first round. Typically, they don't go in the first round very well, but I thought we would get 2 to 3, and so far we haven't seen more than one. Quarterbacks suck this year. They just do. I mean, not that the quarterbacks suck. What I mean is that they're not at a level to where teams are willing to go and pick that position over, for instance, in this case, the trenches are big. Everybody has a bad trench. Everybody has bad trenches, and their quarterbacks are getting killed, and their running game sucks. And so they're going to go to the trenches, and they're going to pick up their offensive guys, either offensive guards or offensive tackles, to help that out, keep their quarterbacks from getting killed. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we all know defense wins championships. So right now, there are so many good defensive players last year. People are stocking up this year. They're going to go get their quarterbacks and their running backs and their wide receivers late in the first round or early in the second round. Or maybe even third round for that matter. They're just not as prized as they have been. FD says they drafted a bunch of bad QBs in the last few years, and they're not taking chances. Last year's draft class was pretty good for QBs. Shamar Stewart, another edge. That's the third edge taken in the top 15. Was that 15 or was that 16? That was 16. Another edge taken, another defensive player taken. Still no signs of Shedeur. But we're getting close because we're at Seattle's on the clock. So that was 17. So Seattle's on the clock right now. I'll be honest with you, I've not watched him very much. But he's obviously, so they show him deadlifting 600 pounds, so he's obviously strong. Second round of wings up. So, yeah, he's a great athlete. I mean, who wouldn't choose him to be on their team? But I don't know about midway through the first round, maybe? Wow. Defense is just getting stacked up. All right, guys. Well, my food is ready. And so I'm going to bounce off this live stream, but I appreciate you hanging out with me. I was hoping that Shedeur would go. You know what? No, I take that back. I'm not. I'm going to last a little bit longer. I'm going to make it to 21 to see if the Steelers pick Shedeur. And that's where I'm going to end it, is at 21. And then from there, you guys will just have to fill me in on what's going on. Loud noises. All right, that's it. Fries are done. Fries are done. Fries are in. Wings are done. Everything's done. You're going to have to, season them. See who we got here. Peter says, Chris, I hope you get your appreciation. I'm new to college football. From a fan perspective, I was all NFL. Prime is the reason I'm here, going back to JSU. That's awesome. Thanks, Peter. Appreciate that, brother. Whew, those are good. Edge, 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 edge. Lots of edges. I really like that. Defensive guy. Defensive guys. There's going to be a strong draft for that. And knowing that they can pop out right at the beginning here. Probably all of these guys are going to play year one. Or at least be in heavy rotation. But I think we're about to see some fireworks, guys. I think we're about to see some wide receivers and some running backs and some quarterbacks go in these next few picks. And the next one is going to be, let's see. Who's picking now? Oh, Seattle's picking, then Tampa Bay, and then the Broncos. So if we can last two more picks, we're going to get Omari and Hampton for the Broncos. And I'm going to go straight through the ceiling. If we can get Omarion Hampton. 18th pick. All right, yeah. All right. So Gray Zabel went to the Seahawks. He's a guard from North Dakota State. North Dakota State, obviously, a lot of studs. They knew Gray Zabel was going to go in the first round. They did a lot of mock-up on him. So that's actually a really good pick. Another trench guy. Another holy mackerel. This is like crazy. Peter says I'm a buff because of him, meaning prime. Greg Bunch says Zabel, the big offensive line out of North Dakota State. Yeah, he is a good pick, Greg. I agree. I think he's going to be someone that can transform that line at Seattle. I'm not a Seattle fan. Okay, so I've said that too many times. So I'm not a Seattle fan. Seattle's fine for me. The funny thing about Seattle for me is I grew up in the 80s. And in the early 80s, at the skating rink, we had the big, the big glass, candy machine, right? And it had the little bubbles in it that had the plastic helmets. You all who are my age know this. And the little plastic helmets, and you put your quarter in and you turned it, and you got a helmet out the bottom of it, right? I did that literally probably 200 times in 2 or 3 years going to this specific skating rink. And I will be darned if I didn't have a majority of Seattle Seahawks and Green Bay Packers helmets. It was like I was trying to get Dallas Cowboy and Bronco helmets. And I think I might have got one Dallas Cowboy helmet, never got a Broncos helmet, but I got 40 Seattle Seahawks helmets. It was just crazy. So that sticks with me to this day. So even with that said, I had them all on my mantles through my room, and all I saw was Seattle Seahawks helmets, practically my entire life in my room. So they do have a place in my heart. So Gray, welcome to the Seattle Seahawks. What do you want? You want green chili? Oh, in the fridge. Come on, man. It's green chili. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. It's fine. And he doesn't really even look that big. Gray Zabel does not really look that big. He's just that physical. He's that good. Is that second batch crispy? The wings? They are?
Yeah.
Okay.
These hot fries.
I wanted to make sure I didn't cook them too much. All right, guys. We are hanging for the 21st pick. Actually, we're hanging for the 21st pick. But the 20th pick is the one that I'm the most excited about because Denver picks at 20. And then 21 is where I'm expecting Shedeur to go, which would be pretty freaking epic. Is he driving a Cobra?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Does anybody have I need to pull that up. Does anybody have is there a live stream going on at Prime headquarters? At Prime's Ranch? There's got to be a live stream. Somebody's got to be live streaming. Back down singles, yep. But I'd love to be watching that right now, honestly. If I wasn't watching my own, I'd watch theirs.
That's what those
No, I don't think so. Oh, look at this, Prime. Oh, Prime for Chime. Wow. So Prime is repping Chime. I don't even know what Chime is. Never heard of it before, but I'm probably going to get involved in it now. Wow. What was it? I didn't know what it was. Is it a credit card? Chime. Is it a credit card? I gotta look that up.
I don't think this one's old.
Huh? I gotta look at it and see what. So Prime was just involved with Chime. What is Chime?
Oh, Lord.
You know this is being Googled all over the world right now. It's like the Super Bowl ads.
Ooh, that's my kind of football player, yoga.
For your insurance and financial needs nationwide.
I don't know what that is. It looks like some sort of financial advising app or something like that. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to go check that out.
Start your day in Friar Games.
Hosted by Snoop Dogg, Sunday, May 4th.
Snoop Dogg? What's going on in Lambeau Field? People are actually sitting in the stadium. That's pretty cool. Stephanie says, Dolphins need offensive big time, especially with Tyreek Hill and his shenanigans. Yes, Tyreek. Are you a Dolphins fan, Stephanie? Greg says Tyreek had shenanigans even when he was up the road from me at Oklahoma State. He's always had the talent, but I'm honestly surprised that he had a long NFL career without getting long-term suspended. Well, that's what lawyers are for. That's when you make that much money, you can get good lawyers, Greg. And unfortunately, I don't really have anything against Tyreek Hill, but when you're that good, you can pretty much get yourself out of jams if you need to. All right, Buccaneers are going to be picking. Emeka Egbuka is going to the Buccaneers, wide receiver. Great pickup by the So that Greg, put it in the comments, man. Who is throwing to Emeka Egbuka, and what is that going to do for their team? I actually like that pickup for them. That's going to be great. And you know what that means?
It's okay.
It means Omarion Hampton is going to the Broncos on the next pick. Let me pull that up real quick. Where is it at? Oh, I need to get off this Chime thing. What the heck? So right now, let me make sure, but I think the Broncos are the next pick. Broncos are the next pick, and they're taking Omarion Hampton. And the dogs are going to get freaked out because Dad's going to go crazy. If the Cowboys can't have them, then come on, I'll get it. Where's the? All right, guys, I'm sorry. I got family shenanigans going on. I really like that Emeka Egbuka. That's going to be great. Let's get to the Broncos, guys. Broncos all day long. Greg Bunch, welcome to the Boulder Dome, Peter says. It gives them a replacement for the aging Mike Evans. I agree with that completely, Greg. I agree, Greg. It's because he had a long career with zero tolerance, Andy Reid. Yep, Hampton to Denver. Hampton to Denver, Hampton to Denver, Hampton to Denver. Let's do this. We got to do this. Come on, Denver. Get with the program, guys. I can't believe Dallas passed on him, but
just sensational. And you know what? Yeah, he's pretty good.
Led Emeka Buko. No, Jeremiah Smith. Huh?
Sounds like a
Bet they do. Look at how many people are there. Oh, don't take a break.
It could be one.
Oh, you're going to take a break. They're going to take a break before Denver picks. So the next two picks are big picks. So Denver could possibly get the running back that they want. They've been talking a lot about Amarian Hampton. I didn't think Amarian Hampton would fall that far because I thought Dallas was going to pick him up. So if he goes there, that's great. And then there's been a big speculation about Shedeur going to the next pick, the 21 pick, which is the Steelers. And that has been going for quite a long time. And now it looks like that probably is slipping too. But we'll see here in about 15 minutes, I guess. What do you think? You think that I can pick the next two with Hampton and Sanders on the next two picks? Greg says, what am I saying here? Thunder getting beat tonight, and I'm a low-key excited about it because my son and I have tickets to Game 5. I needed to get them to lose one. That's pretty funny. That's pretty cool. To see Travis going south, I can't wait to see his videos come out. Did you get enough?
Dear unbreakable spirit, when it rains, you steady us.
I know. It's a lot. Football is such an interesting sport. You have these guys playing 3 to 4 years. Now you have them switching teams sometimes every year or every 2 years. Their stock goes up and their stock goes down. Some of their stocks go down. A lot of them go up. Cam Ward going from a 0-star to a first pick of the draft is just absolutely amazing. And I saw a graphic today that showed DJ Ungulale, DJU, 5-star, big time, transferred a couple of schools, had no luck in either one of them. And they're actually talking about him going undrafted. I don't know if I believe that. Oh, they're showing Dion. There's Dion right there. Is he there? He's not at the draft, is he? I thought he was at home. Broncos. Oh, dog's going to freak out. Come on, Amarian. Huh? Amarian. You can see him. Let's see if Denver goes crazy. Oh, he's gonna talk about something else for a minute, and then they're gonna give us the Bronco pick. They're giving the stage to a 17-year-old cancer survivor who's a Broncos fan, and he's going to be calling out the Broncos pick. That's pretty cool. Do it. Just practice this. Here we go. Oh. Come on. Jahdae Barron, cornerback from Texas. I don't know. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. Great. He's a great player.
Who's that guy?
Well, Marion, that's who the Broncos just picked. They picked a cornerback.
He doesn't seem very happy.
So some of these guys,
Disrespectful.
well, some of these guys get super excited, and some of them don't get excited at all. But I know he's excited. I mean, when you're playing for one of the best head coaches in NFL history, you got to be excited, and so I think he's excited. It just doesn't look like it right now. But even more than that is, I've been 50-50 on my picks tonight, guys. I thought for sure Omari and Hampton would go to Denver.
All right, here's your 21 pick.
21 pick of Shedeur Sanders to Pittsburgh. It's got to be. It's got to be. If he doesn't get picked, I think they just said it too. If he doesn't get picked at 21, he's not going to get picked in the first round unless somebody moves up. Which means someone's going to have to trade up in the first round, at the bottom of the first round, in order to take him. And they don't think it's going to happen, and I don't think it's going to happen if he doesn't get picked at 21. So let's just say that he's going to get picked at 21 and everything is going to be fine. But I would like to see him with the Steelers. I don't want him to fall to the first pick of the second round, which is Cleveland, and have him go to Cleveland because at that point, well, we all know because everybody feels the same way about Cleveland. So, start a fire here with all the oil.
Very, very instinctive, very smart player. So this guy is unique in his versatility.
Well, you know what? Okay, good. So we got another cornerback. Great. Awesome. Our defense is going to be popping. I hope we can get a running back out of this draft, and I'm sure we will. There's still a couple of really good ones. Who knows? Scadaboo may end up in Denver. If Scadaboo ends up in Denver, that would be cool. I'd take that. Rather have Hampton, but I'd take Scadaboo. Greg, what do you think about Scadaboo to Denver?
God-fearing man, gives a lot of credit to his religion, and loves his mom. He said, I'm doing this for my mom and my siblings. But for him to say she didn't make the sacrifice, she made the investment, and that investment is paying off tonight.
Yeah, that's great.
So going to
I know you can get a good running back in the second or third round. Greg says he loves Scadaboo to Denver. I think it'd be a great fit in that system.
He always wears a great suit.
Here we go again. Let's just drag our feet. You know who you want, guys. You want Shedeur. Let's just go and get him. Don't be messing around.
Perhaps going there, that's not settled yet. So the question is, what is it that the Steelers will do with the 21st pick? Was this the best opportunity for Colorado Shedeur Sanders?
Yeah, Shedeur Sanders. You heard it.
After his terrific year with
Do you think they're panicking? You think they're panicking? All right, here we go. Here we go. Shedeur. Let's do this. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! You have got to be kidding me.
I told you.
He started his career at Michigan State.
That food is good, man. I haven't had the wings yet, but
Oh, they're
But
fantastic.
the family ate all the wings and left me the small, like
Hey, we love
whatever
this
that
stuff.
thing is. I don't know what that thing is, but I'll eat it. That little one right there. But I'll eat it. I've been talking this entire time watching the draft, and all my food's been poached. But man, can you believe that Shador did not get taken by the Steelers? Man,
Told you.
I am sick that he may go to the second round. And I'm just going to say, I feel like I'm going to throw up. If he goes in the second round to the Cleveland Browns, get ready for every single media outlet to just freak completely out. If you're looking right now, they're freaking out, guys.
So if he doesn't go to Cleveland Browns, then where does he go?
No, he'll go to Cleveland. They're not letting him get past the first pick in the second round. There's no way. Absolutely. I would put the house on the fact that he would not go past the first pick of the second round. No way.
I don't think he
There's still a very good possibility that someone's going to trade up into the back part of the first round and take Shador.
Nope. Cleveland Browns is not getting him.
So that is still a thing. So now I was going to end the live stream here because I thought that it was going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. But now we're going to wait and see if anybody else pops up to take him. The bet in oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna oh boy. Stephanie says, okay, what the heck is going on? Why isn't Shador selected yet? Stephanie, Stephanie woman. Stephanie, people have been talking about this for the last 3 weeks about Shador falling in the draft. Sorry. And I was one that didn't believe that. I didn't believe that he would fall. Then it got to like the past 3 days, and everybody was talking about Shador falling. And then came the information that what I had said months ago, if you guys had, I'm not even going to tell you which one it is, but I had a live stream where I talked about after watching Jackson Dart this last year, that I thought Jackson Dart would be really high up on people's draft lists and might give Shador a run for his money for that position. And then in the past 2 days, Jackson Dart, for whatever reason, has really jumped up there, right, in popularity with fans from a lot of different teams, but also from prognosticators as well. And which means nothing because neither one of them have been drafted yet. So it's not like Jackson Dart was taken and Shador is falling. Neither one of them have been taken yet. But Jackson was considered a top second round to mid-second round pick at the beginning of this entire process. And then people were talking about him potentially being drafted third by the New York Giants because they love him so much. Because I guess like half of the staff of the New York Giants has some connection to either Lane Kiffin or Ole Miss. But that didn't happen either. So it's not just Shador. It is Shador and Jackson Dart. So I'm going to say right now this has nothing to do with Shador and has everything to do with the fact that there's just not a lot of respect for this QB class this year. Teams are betting that they can get these guys cheap in the late first round, early second round. Golden State. There you go, Peter. Golden State. So at this point, Stephanie, I'm gonna. That was a long rant on Stephanie's point, which is they're just disrespecting all quarterbacks outside of Cam Ward this year. Stephanie says, "Why are the Steelers holding for Aaron?" Wow, yeah, I agree. Peter says, okay, I'm out. Love you and the fam. Thanks, Peter. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know that Shador is going to go in the first round. So I think I'm going to end the stream here too so I can eat. But man, I'm so disappointed. I'm very pumped for Travis. I'm very sick for Shador right now. Although I still feel like he's going to go to a great team. And I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll be picked in the late rounds and go to an awesome team where he can back up a great quarterback that's going to get most of the reps the first year, but then be the man after that. Who knows? That is a wrap up Alpine Garage Sports. Thanks for hanging out with me in my mess of a kitchen getting food ready. And guys, I will see you in the next video. It'll probably be tomorrow, and it'll probably be about the draft.